17-year-old Zilpa Onyango and her father Michael Onyango are taking time out to take pleasure in the boat rides at Nairobi's famed Uhuru Park. Their time together, memories they take not for granted. You see, they have had to live through her mother's death in 2007, the same year that she was diagnosed with diabetes. And at the tender age of 14, it was as overwhelming as it was frightening.
I lost so many friends, and then some of them, when I lost weight, they thought that I have HIV and AIDS, I have TB, and when my stomach would swell because of getting scared to inject myself, so my stomach would swell, and friends will say that I'm pregnant.
Often thought of as a disease affecting adults, diabetes, a metabolic disorder, can affect children and teenagers as well. It usually occurs when the body does not produce or properly use insulin, a hormone that is required to convert sugar and other foods into energy. For Zilpa, being a diabetic, suddenly it seemed like there was so much to learn and so much to keep track of.
You have to inject yourself something that you are not actually doing, and you have to do it with sugary stuff. Yeah. And measuring food, that was hard for me because I was actually used to eating 2 or 3 plates, and now it has to be measured in cups.
Most of these children have type 1 diabetes, which is diabetes where people are dependent on insulin. They have to inject 2 to 4 times a day with insulin injections.
A dose of insulin which sustains a diabetic for 3 weeks costs about 350 Kenya shillings at the Kenyatta National Hospital. But away from the implications of the cost, some of the common symptoms are same as in adults: increased fatigue, frequent urination, weight fluctuation, blurry vision and poor wound healing.
90% of diabetes is type 2, and it comes on later on in life. It's linked to sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy diet, obesity, stress, smoking and alcohol. So as we've changed with the times, we've modernized, we've westernized, people have adopted unhealthier diets, eating refined foods, lots of sugar, lots of fats.
But like in adults, diabetes in children is manageable. At 11 years of age, Irfat Nasir, who was diagnosed with diabetes when she was only 9 years old, knows that only too well.
Injections are there basically like thrice a day, and she does that. She does her doses herself. She's brave enough.
Besides avoiding foods that contain refined sugar, diabetic patients should consume meals made of whole foods with a lot of roughage and fruits. Physical activity is important for children with diabetes, who should try to exercise every day as it lowers the blood sugar level. Mbilu, Citizen Weekend.